My name is Emilio Kadaris and I am the Clinical Supervisor and Head of Medical for the RMIT Sport Academy. Prior to the COVID-19 shutdown of campus, the rest of the team and I would meet face-to-face with fifth-year students from both the chiropractic and osteopathy programs in order to deliver a hands-on learning experience in the world of sport. Now, since we had to move the program completely online in April, we still meet weekly, albeit in a digital space, and we go through the ins and outs of being a member of a sports medicine team. During these online workshops, our students interact directly with myself and with the rest of the Academy team, and we share and discuss experiences, wisdoms, and learnings which we've picked up along the way as our careers progress as practitioners. This means that we have a true multidisciplinary approach to our online learning, which has really enriched the experience for our students. My favourite aspect of having the program online is the ability to quickly and easily supplement the learning or the lesson with multimedia and other tools which we otherwise would not have available to us if we were in person. What we're offering here is completely unique for the students, and we will certainly continue with some method of online delivery as we progress into a more COVID-safe and COVID-normal time.
G'day, I'm Vincent Atkinson. My role at the RMIT Sports Academy is Director of High Performance. In this role, I oversee sports science, strength and conditioning, the medical team, in conjunction with Emilio Kadaris, our Head of Medical. With the RMIT Sports Academy, we're currently doing a 10-week simulated placement with 18 exercise and sports science students. We put this together to allow students to complete their placement hours, as they haven't been able to do that due to the ongoing pandemic. Throughout the 10 weeks, we've looked at various topics such as strength, conditioning, speed training, athlete load monitoring, and also injury prevention and rehab.
My name's Daniel Woodstock. I'm studying a double bachelor in health science and osteopathy, and I'm in my 5th year.
Caleb Catania, I'm studying exercise and sports science, and this is my final year.
I am Maddie de Blasio, and I'm in my 3rd year of a Bachelor of Exercise and Sports Science.
So the placement aims to prepare allied health practitioners for a role in a sporting environment. So for example, like the physios you see on the bench at the footy, something like that. So they assist us to help athletes educate themselves and develop strategies to increase their performance, delay injury management. And it's been really interesting so far, just getting a sporting background to some of the clinical information you've learned through the program.
So through the RMIT Sports Academy, we got the opportunity to, given everything going on, still be able to complete 40 of our placement hours. So what was involved, we had each week one class a week where we got a online theory. So we would be given a lot of information, and then we'd get given a task that we would all complete in our own time throughout the week. And then at the end of the week, we had a discussion with a small group where we would share our answers, our responses, our insights, and we'd get ideas off our group members, and we'd get critiquing and feedback from our mentors and supervisors.
From RMIT, since the epidemic has started, no one's actually been able to do their face-to-face placement. So being able to have the RMIT Sports Academy simulated hours has actually allowed us to do 40 hours of the placement that we need to do. So that's not going to completely do all of our placement hours for some of us, but it's definitely going to finish off a huge chunk, and that's probably been the best thing that's happened.
Yeah, so we've had a few discussion boards with some of the staff that have had a lot of experience working in different team environments, working in different sports, and that's really been invaluable. So I think the biggest thing I've taken away from it is to collaborate with the athletes. Nobody's going to know their own body better than the person who's playing the sport. Whatever the recommendation is for, do this cool down or this warm up, or you should really try and do this. If the athlete goes, actually, this works for me better, work with them, do what they want to do, because that's the way you'll get the best out of them.
So I work closely with Vince. He's one of my mentors at the Sports Academy. So some of the skills and some of the experiences he's had in his personal life has really actually helped me, especially working with North Melbourne. Having that expertise, that knowledge in the strength conditioning field, that's been a highlight for me, trying to pick his brains and just get what I can out of him. So I'm definitely very appreciative for that.
I found it super beneficial in being able to apply what we had learned in uni in like a real life situation. So I know coming into it, I was nervous to first of all discuss my answers and kind of be vulnerable and put yourself out there, but also to apply, so say the theory component to a real life situation. So it could be different sports. Like I haven't had a lot of experience in like AFL or basketball. I have knowledge, but I haven't actually had experience there. So gaining insights from the supervisors who had a range of different sporting backgrounds was really helpful.
I've really enjoyed even just having discussions about sport. At the moment, it's been really interesting, especially with the COVID situation. So to be able to log on and have a chat about something I'm really passionate about, obviously adding to my clinical experience and learning about how to help people with their own sports is a focus I'd like to get into. And I've really enjoyed learning some things that I think I'll definitely be able to apply in my career in the future.
Having that small, more personal kind of meetings and chats on the Fridays with some of the other people, that's probably been the biggest highlight with the Sports Academy, because you can really just get in there, pick the brains of some of the mentors as well as your other peers, and just being able to question things and talk about it, discuss in more depth, because that's where we get the most out of most of these programs, when we go into those small little groups and we're able to actually just get all the information we need, all the questions answered, and share our own knowledge as well.
I think my favorite thing was the discussions, which at the start, like I was saying, I was super nervous about, and like it's scary putting yourself out there, but that has definitely been what has helped me grow the most. And also I have loved learning off other people, so hearing other people's insights and different ways of doing things that I can take on myself as a coach is really helpful.
So I've just finished the first semester of the 5th year of the double bachelor. So it's a 5-year program. So I've got 1 semester left. And so it'll be essentially fine-tuning the skills I've learned so far, getting a lot more clinical experience, hopefully getting some more hands-on patients as soon as the clinics are able to reopen, and really polishing up on those skills to be ready to work. Work as a qualified practitioner as an osteopath.
So I don't actually have an exact direction of where I'm going. I'm pretty open with, I guess, where everything leads. The second half of the year, I plan on resuming the internship that I was going to be doing at the start of the year. So that's at Core Advantage, and I'm really excited for that.
So after finishing the simulated hours in the RMIT, I'm going to continue doing face-to-face placement at another institution. With that, I've been offered a fair few jobs within the AFL to start up as a S&T coach again, as well as trying to actually take over a gym. So I'm going to go towards that after all this placement is over. But in the end, my dream job is to actually train future commandos and special forces units within the military as a tactical S&T coach as well.
But I think through the course, I've developed a bit of an interest in a range of sports, and I think team sports are really cool and something that I've started to get more passionate about and learn more about and gain more knowledge in. So I would love, I think a variety of sports would be good.
When I left high school, my dream job was to be an osteopath associated with a footy club, with AFL footy. You see on the bench, the doctors that say physiotherapist on the back, and a lot of them actually are physios, but a lot aren't, and they haven't really got the osteopath on the back of the jumper yet. That would be something that I'd love to be.